While Labor Day is a celebration of the workers and their achievements, the holiday originated during one of American labor history's most dismal periods. In the late 1800s, at the height of the Industrial Revolution in the United States, the average American worked 12 hours a day and 7 days a week just to make enough for food and a place to live. Children as young as 5 and 6 worked in mills, factories, and mines across the country, earning much less than adults. People of all ages, especially the very poor and recent immigrants, often faced extremely unsafe working conditions with little or no access to fresh air, proper bathrooms, and breaks. As people started working more in manufacturing rather than farming, labor unions started to grow. These unions began organizing strikes and rallies to protest poor working conditions and force employers to give their workers better pay and less work hours. One such event gave rise to what we now call Labor Day. In 19th century America, there was already a tradition of having parades, picnics, and various other celebrations in support of labor issues, such as shorter hours or to rally strikers. But most historians emphasize one specific event in the development of today's modern Labor Day. That pivotal event was the Parade of Unions and a massive picnic that took place in New York City on September 5, 1882. At that time, the labor movement was growing stronger. Many of the unions in New York prospered by joining together into one central labor union, made up of members of many local unions. On May 14, 1882, a proposal was made at the Central Labor Union meeting that all workers should join together for a monster labor festival in early September. A committee of 5 people was appointed to find a park for the celebration. They chose Wendell's Elm Park at 92nd Street and 9th Avenue, the largest park in New York City at the time. The date was set for Tuesday, September 5th. By June, they had sold 20,000 tickets with the proceeds going to each local union selling them. In August, the Central Labor Union passed a resolution that the 5th of September be proclaimed a general holiday for the working men in this city. At first, they were afraid that the celebration was going to be a failure. Many of the workers in the parade had to lose a day's pay in order to participate. When the parade began, only a handful of workers were in it, while hundreds of people stood on the sidewalk cheering them on. But then, slowly they came. 200 workers and a band from the Jewelers Union showed up and joined the parade. Then came a group of bricklayers with another band. By the time they reached the park, it was estimated that there were 10,000 marchers in the parade in support of workers. The park was decorated with flags of many nations. Everyone picnicked and listened to speeches from the union leadership. In the evening, even more people came to the park to watch fireworks and dance. The newspapers declared it a huge success and a day of the people. After that major event in New York City, other cities began to pick up the idea for a fall festival of parades and picnics celebrating workers.